It's been a wet and dreary day by the shores of Lake Erie, but we have football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the New England Patriots and the Cleveland Browns. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Browns at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
They go with Chubb on second down. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Johnson, the man in motion right. Now on 2nd and 13. Goff. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. In motion right, here comes Johnson. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
Now the rookie 4th-round pick. This is Dameon Pierce. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. but he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They go play action now. Lawrence. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
The slot man in motion right. 4th down. Here's Lawrence. Looking here for Smith downfield. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Johnson, the man in motion right. 2nd down. Here's Chubb again. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Play action. It's Goff. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Quez Watkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so a good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A run for Pierce out of the gun to the 43, 2nd down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Lawrence. He'll air this one out for Kirk. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Browns are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after one. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. In motion right here comes Johnson. Back to throw. Goff. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Goff now looks to throw. Flush to his right. Going deep here for Watkins. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Devontae Smith, 83 yards. And the Patriots strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
This one out quickly to Watkins. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Runs over it. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And again, it's Chubb. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
He'll take it inside the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Goff. They set up the screen to Chubb. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll run for it. Chubb. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Nick Chubb stops short. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On play action, Lawrence steps away. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Now Lawrence. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. First and 10, it's Pierce. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half.
And that's the third interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 33. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now it's gone. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's gone. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Quez Watkins, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Browns have retaken a third quarter lead. Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2. Goff looking to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play. He's got a man, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 32 that time.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Play action. It's Lawrence. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
The Patriots send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Yikes. Terrible kick. Headed straight for the sidelines. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They begin this drive with Chubb, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. And even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 14. Johnson, the man in motion right. Check 26, check. They run it again with Chubb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And the catch made by Johnson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the 1st down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have the 1st before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Earlier, they had 2 other 4th down conversion attempts that did not go their way. This time, it does go their way.
And this reminds me of a conversation I had with him in the offseason. There wasn't even a game to be played, but what he told me, I have enough confidence in my team and my play calling ability that I think I can always pick it up. Thus, they continue to go for it.
Taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took